Hi there everybody, welcome back to Art with Mrs. S. We're going to be doing a drawing that came from a request, and bear with me, it might be a little more advanced and you might want to bring out that pencil if you do like to normally work with marker or crayon first so that we can get started here. You're going to need something else to draw on. I'm going to use my dry erase board as usual, but absolutely feel free to use paper or something else you have around the home. We're going to be drawing a dragon today. So I had so many students ask, how do I draw a dragon? How do I draw a dragon? How do I draw a dragon? So I'm going to help you out with how to draw a dragon. Just like you know with everything else, there's so many different ways to create a dragon. We're going to be doing just the dragon head today so that we can kind of get down how to make those eyes, how to make those nostrils and teeth and horns and all these other things that come with creating a dragon. And then we can actually add to this on another day. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I have made dragon eyes in the past, but we're going to focus on, like I said, the head and maybe even part of the neck. So let's go ahead. We're going to start out in the center or almost center of our paper or drawing space. And let's go ahead and create that kind of football shape or lemon shape for the eyeball. After you get done with that, let's go ahead. We're going to add that eyelid on next. And yours can be a little wider or more exaggerated than me. I'm going to come back with mine here. Almost doesn't look quite like an eyeball anymore. I'm going to add the pupil inside. And a dragon eye is not quite like a human. It's a little sharper, a little more pointed. You know, this kind of dragon eyeball. Let's go ahead. This is going to be more of the center of the head of our dragon. So when I come up, I'm still going to leave that white space up here. I'm going to come up just a little bit and draw a curvy line backwards. Attached to that curvy line, I can come up again, go in, and back out. And this is going to be kind of like, almost like we drew a fin on a fish. Just going to come ahead. Look at that shape. My next step, I'm going to kind of just add in a little more point to the eye so I know which direction this nose is going to go and the crease in the forehead of my dragon. I'm going to add onto that thin part here and come back down. I'm going to curve in, curve in, curve in. Now from that first little curve that I did where it meets up with that second one, that's what I'm going to draw out for the nostril. Doesn't look like a dragon yet, it's getting there. After you take that diagonal line, add a curve for your one nostril. Curve back around for the snout. Curve in, curve back out. I'm going to take that line a little bit back towards that eyeball. Darken that line. And I'm going to add the second nostril in. So where it kind of creased in, that's kind of the snout or the top of the mouth. Back this way, we had that little bump for a snout. And I can go in and add shading to that. I'm going to add another little line. This one's like a curvy, like I'm going to draw an oval. And stop. Add in that second nostril because I can see it a lot more clearly. You can shade that in if it helps you see it a little better. So now I have the start of this dragon head or dragon skull. I'm going to take it back up towards the eyeball again. I'm going to add in this horn. Up. Did a kind of a curvy, and you'll be able to see it come together a little more. I ran out of space. You might be able to take yours to a point. I was not able to. There's another one over on this other side, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of ride that one along that top fin. I could have that fin go back, and then maybe you see more of yours, and yours kind of come into horns. It's connected. Kind of where that fin runs through that horn. And take it up and swoop back. Where that little dip hits here, I'm going to swoop over, back. And this is kind of going to be the neck of our dragon, so where I'm kind of creating that new line. I'll add the teeth. You could do just zigzags. I'm going to do each tooth individually, and they can be different widths. Some could be a little shorter than others. It just depends on how many you want, or how fierce you want your dragon to look. Adding those teeth in there. I'm going to even count. There's probably about 10. You can see me going back and making some bigger or smaller. I'm looking ahead. Kind of where the gaps in those two front teeth are going to come down and create that bottom part of the inside of the mouth. Come back around. And I can add to that same line to create a chin. You can kind of come back in between these other teeth if you have room. You may not have room. So maybe their teeth just kind of cover up those top and bottom rows. Teeth, you know, he's gritting his teeth. Maybe someone made him mad. I can close that up. Making a cheekbone. Pretty scary dragon. And I can go back up, add an extra line in here where it creases. Swoop back down. I'm just going to add the underside of this dragon belly. It's kind of like what you might see on like a snake, those ridges where it bends. There we go. I think I'm going to stop there today. If you want to add those extra details, please feel free to do so. If you see more of your dragon body, add those parts in. I don't have a lot of space around my dragon today, so usually I'd say draw something in the background. Today I think I'm going to leave it empty. That's a good person there, because it's just kind of a scary dragon. So we'll have another one where I'm zoomed out and you can see other parts, but that's so you can really see those fine details in the eyes, those nostrils, those teeth, and then even in the ridges of the kind of the scaly backside and the bottom. Thanks for joining us today. I can't wait to see all of your amazing dragons, and maybe yours look a little friendlier than mine. Thanks for joining us.